Since when?
Like pre-COVID.
Pre-COVID?
Yeah.
Before his wagon was even big camber, and my Civic was
like
ugly.
lowered on stocks. Not even tucking tires.
Talk about lower.
Back when you had an overdue sticker.
We have an
overdue sticker.
Hey Nelly, we have a car for you to roast outside.
I am very judgmental too.
What, mine?
Oh, no, we're getting to yours in a minute, but we have a sedan SI.
What generation? Which generation? 6?
You got a mouth, right?
Yeah. Sorry.
With the little accent.
I'm a Vader. Just so you know, the accent.
What, you're half Honduran? No, Guatemalan and Salvadorian. Oh, look at that. All right.
Hey, is this from the new Burger King or the remodel one?
Yeah, the remodeled one, bro.
Yeah, it's kind of good, not gonna lie.
Bro, it be hitting. I'm not gonna lie.
We never went because we were always like, no one ever goes. You only ever go if you're at the car wash.
Yeah, it's like.
But like, I've been seeing people go there a lot more now.
Yeah.
It looked good from the outside.
It actually looks. It looks a lot nicer than I thought it was.
Used to be a
Looks nicer than the ones in my area.
Oh yeah, Nelly, Scott,
yeah.
I'm back. Me, of course. Then me again.
No, you.
Alright, this is how like legitimately we start the pod.
It's just
Yeah, we just.
And
Yeah.
Victor just does an intro.
We start recording. Okay.
Oh, we did?
Yeah, we did. That's normally how it
I
goes.
saw him hit the button.
Nelly always eats. I don't care.
Nelly's always a big bag eating, and then I'm just here, and I do the cringy ass fucking intro.
Who does?
Hey, hi everybody.
Welcome back to my YouTube channel.
Oh my god.
That's crazy.
Nah, say the name of the pod. You're the guest.
I don't.
Two beans in a car.
Dude.
It's not even that. We got rid of that because someone lost a car.
I have a car now.
Yeah, it's been like 2 months.
Yeah, I didn't have a
With
car.
a mismatched bumper.
It has a mismatch everything.
Yeah.
Bro. I
It
just
has
bought the
coilovers on one side and stock suspension on the other.
Yes, bro. We
I'm
can
not
go out there
kidding.
and see it.
Oh.
I have true hard coilovers all the way around except for one.
Not too hard.
What are they? Mega?
Godspeed.
Hey, hold on. I got Godspeed, bro.
Godspeed? Oh,
I got
Lord.
Godspeed.
But at least you have the full set.
Yeah, I got the full set. Well, for now,
It would be a big bag too, but just with fries.
it's just for now, though.
That's fine. You're a big fear of dying guy.
No.
Oh yeah, Mr. Fear of Dying over
Yeah.
here. So for those of you who don't know, this is Scott, aka Wutframe.
Hello. Can't
Did
talk
y'all see
about
that?
it. What'd you do?
She couldn't get one napkin, so she just snatched them all.
I do that.
Long ass Frank.
Yeah, put it in your mouth now.
Hold it. Probably
Whoa.
can.
Deep throat.
Whoa.
Never mind, I ran out of long ones. They're all
That's a
fixed
clip.
size. There's a clip.
Oh, here's a deflated one.
That's a wiggly. That's plastic.
That's a plastic.
That's plastic.
That red, what is it?
This podcast
What's the
sponsored by
thing
Blue
that just
Chew.
banned?
What's this? Is this the
Red
cancer couch?
40 something
This
like that?
casting couch is crazy.
No, but they said that on one pod. Someone commented under one pod.
Oh yeah, we had a girl.
That's crazy.
No, it wasn't that. They said, hold on. They said,
I've seen this thumbnail before.
Yeah, they said, I've seen this thumbnail before on Pornhub.
That's funny.
This podcast is sponsored.
It is?
Yeah. By RaceReadySim.com.
Oh.
We got a racing simulator.
You're leveling up.
Yeah. It's worth $5,000, you know. Gotta include that.
No way that bitch costs more than your car.
Yeah, okay.
That's crazy.
That is crazy. That's about what my wheels cost.
Okay, shut up. Let me get some VSKS, bro.
You
Let me get some GMRs and just switch out the...
probably would. Hey, no
No.
more
Like
GMR flavor.
Saints.
I fucking hate those. There's a set of them on sale
What-
marketplace
no,
for
what's
2K.
worse? Those are the style up bungees.
The style ups.
I was supposed to say one piece.
At least the
cake.
GMRs
This is
are
some big-ass
fucking-
fries, bro.
Well, the GMRs are like a modern build.
I
And
didn't
they're
see-
more true to form. The style ups look like it was like they took like the edges of the Serbs and then made like a torque thrust VSKF hybrid in the center.
I like your tattoos. You're a real car guy.
Oh no, this is just like sentimental stuff.
Show the camera your tattoos,
They
bro.
can they see it?
Well, yeah,
Well, how do I like not pull an Elon? do like the
Just pulling
thing on
Elon
camera.
is fine.
Just pulling Elon.
Yeah, we've done worse.
Insane.
Is that a house?
It is. It's my living room.
Weird flex.
No, so it's the living room of the first house that I bought, and then on the clock up here.
That driveway was horrible.
Dude, that driveway sucked. The clock up
hated it.
here. That's the time that my first son was born. So it's
Yo,
like an
that's
actual,
actually
it's like an
so
actual
cool.
like thing.
Wow.
That's where I carried Jillian through the threshold of the door when we got married, and then we brought him home to that house.
Do you live at that house currently? Or
No,
is it the same one?
no, not anymore. But that's why it's like important because it's like a big moment, a big part of my life.
Yeah,
like,
man, I know
was
it's part of
around the
tattoos.
house. No, I just got that one.
What's this one?
It's just like the fork meme or whatever. And that's
Oh.
just the keep bourbon. That's the coilover setup off the VW.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's a water plate.
He's
It's
cambered out.
Broadway and then Wutframe.
Oh yeah, let's say you know we go way back. Scott put me on Broadway's.
What?
That's why I have Broadway's.
Yeah, so like
It all started because of Scott.
it was like Riverside like 2019 or 2020. Whichever one. No, it's 2020 because they did two that year. Because the first one got shut down by COVID. The one that got shut down from COVID, I had gone down with a buddy, and I picked up a set of Broadways for $300.
For 300?
300,
Jesus
well,
Christ.
375. And then my buddy who went with me, he had a VW he was gonna do some tilt with, and he picked up a set of Eurologic control arms that are like $600 for $250, and then like 2 months later ended up buying off of him for $200.
God.
Yeah, I sold those arms though. They were, I couldn't use them for what I wanted. The caster nut kept dropping.
Yeah.
Dude,
And
we
then
had so many issues with your car.
I had to replace it, and then I sold it to a buddy, and I was like, I have replaced this nut, but just know, like, watch out for it because it will loosen. And he ended up having to go back to stock control arms because it did the same thing. And I was like, at this point, we gotta weld it. Like that, those arms just sucked.
It sounds like a movie.
So what cars are you most known for?
Literally just the Volkswagen.
Yeah.
Just the Volkswagen.
It was the hardest egg around here.
I was a big fan. I'm not
You just
lying.
had to be there.
You just had to. It was like one of those
I
things.
put
You
the
just,
tires
You
had
just
to,
had to be there.
you just had to see it.
You rocked the same picture for like years though. Like in front of Percy Priest.
Yeah. Always got it.
Never let me shoot your car though. How dare you?
It'll come back.
Victor's too busy on Broadway.
Yeah. I see. I could never. I think the car went downtown like
Bro got money.
4 or 5 times.
Yeah, it did. Because one time we went to it. No, like 2 or 3 times.
2 or 3 times. It was that big stadium meet before it had tilt.
Oh.
And
We
then
would always go.
when they were doing like those massive meets outside Nissan Stadium.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Where like dudes were coming from like Cookville and Kentucky down.
It was like you, me, Dylan.
Yeah, Dylan, Zach,
Forgot to do with the
Forgot about
Pinata.
that.
Brandon.
Yeah, Brandon.
Shout out to What Central.
No,
No,
Oh,
different Brandon. Yeah, this one's black.
Yeah.
That sounded really bad.
No,
he's
bro's
just
racist.
no, he's just like
Okay, now you can
Oh
do the
my
head
god.
no. No, it's like because you know him, but you don't know the other Brandon. He had a wide
Yeah.
body. He had a wide body like NA6, right? Anyways, he wrapped it, wide bodied it. I found a video
So
of it.
sad.
I found a video of it the other day, and it was like, looking back, I was like, that thing sounded like crap.
So did Dylan's car.
Dylan Civic did sound like
Dylan had some fucking 9.5.
Oh, there's a napkin on top of
Tiny
the
ass
tray.
fucking.
tiny tire.
Yeah, and he wouldn't go down like tire size. I don't know why.
Well, I think at one point he was like,
And he was on washers.
he was on washers, and I know that he had clearance issues up front, so he was like really raked.
Which I don't know why he did. You know, I had a B series and I didn't have any issues.
I remember we put his car in a lift, and like we're looking at his arms and everything. He had so much clearance to go up. All you had to
He just
do,
didn't do it.
well, so I say.
Oh, it's because Dylan would lower his car the wrong way. Remember?
He had to lower
he
it
would
backwards.
fight- yeah.
He had to do it backwards for he had to like it would
How
be
would
like
you lower a car the wrong way?
no. So like it was what you had to do on any other car. It would raise the car, but on his it would
Yeah.
lower it. And so he was having clearance problems in like literally every wrong area. It was the weirdest thing I'd ever seen.
Oh my god, dude. That sounds like a pain.
It was.
It was.
Absolutely it was. It was like
He eventually gave up.
anytime I had to work on it, it was
Actually, no,
like
it overheated.
it was like an actual like afternoon thing just to get simple stuff done. It was rough.
I would have sold the car, bro.
I would just pull up, see them working on it, and be there for a couple while.
He's like, I gotta go home. I gotta work.
Yeah.
Because I would get off work, commute over an hour home.
I mean, I would drive like 40 minutes to your house.
Yeah, and it was like
40 something minutes.
from work to my house, it was like an hour and a half.
Yeah. We were all far away from each other, but we'd still go do something.
Yeah, just go chill at the lake or go to like the bowling alley.
The lake spot was fun until they fucking put the speed bumps.
Yeah.
Which one?
It's like all the way.
Old Hickory Lake. There's like a big long stretch. You go and it's got like a fork and it goes down. It got hit by the tornado like 2 years ago when the Old Hickory tornado rolled through. So they like locked it off. But you used to be able to just go down there. And then they would be called traffic calming humps. It's like where they're ramped and then flat on the top.
I hate those. Those are the worst.
Yeah, so they put those in. And I got stuck. And there's like 7 of them. And I got stuck on each one going in.
Oh, yeah.
I got stuck on they're all 7 going in. We're there for 20 minutes. And then Metro shows up. And he's like, y'all got 5 minutes to get out before I'm impounding your cars. And I was like, I'm going to be the first one to go. And so on the way out, it was, I get stuck, everybody stops and pushes, go up, I get stuck, everybody gets off and pushes. And I wasn't even low yet. Like, that's how bad they were. Like, I was just getting stuck at, like...
I remember they snatched my bumper a couple times.
Yeah, it did.
They just kept
It broke
bringing the
Jillian's regulator in her Mitsubishi.
Oh my God, bro.
Stock Mitsubishi Outlander. It, like, knocked the window off the track and, like, snapped the regulator.
What the fuck?
It was actually crazy.
Bro, sue the city at that point.
No, I just went in and, like, fixed it, and it wasn't bad, but it was, like...
Jesus,
It's just
man.
crazy that it... And then ever since then, it would pop, going up and down. But, yeah.
We also had the bowling alley.
The
That was
bowling
also a good spot.
It was because it was closed, so there was nobody up there.
But
That
now
sounds
it's
like
not.
too
Now it's a
old, man.
trampoline park.
Reminiscing about the good old days.
I heard Victor was there at that same bowling alley. Victor
You
was
come
at,
around here.
No, he was at a takeover.
I don't do takeovers anymore.
All you saw was this fucking bright orange SUV in the corner.
Speeding. Always constantly terrorizing Hermitage. And his straight piped SUV.
I wouldn't have wrecked the Victor so many times.
Dude, when I first saw it, I was like, I can't wait to see that thing, like, fail.
Wow. Look at my ops turn into friendlies. It only took 4 years.
That's good.
5 years.
It'd fly up my street, and I just feel like that is the most obnoxious hunk of crap.
I only ever
For
saw-
context,
I
the
only saw
neighborhood.
Victor at the beach.
For context, the neighborhood is kind of like a nicer neighborhood the further down you get into.
Oh, that's right, because I
That was-
live in the ghetto part.
Oh God. And I used to speed down that road all the time.
There was literally a better road if you just went down the main road, an extra stop. It's just a straight shot down to where you were headed. If you just go through one stop sign and then turn left at the next intersection.
No, but she's
Oh yeah, I know that.
He's gonna go try it.
Yeah, he's gonna leave here and go back.
You wanna go
He's
try it right
follow
now?
me
Let's
home.
go. We'll grind all the way through 3rd and 4th.
Ugh.
Yeah, bro. It's so bad.
Is it?
No matter what you do, go try it.
You can't.
Double click.
You have to do the granny shift. You fucking
Have you tried?
go to neutral and then put it.
Have you tried the VW trick? Any Volkswagen, if you're like downshifting and trying to go into first, it'll always like really give you a hard time. So just go back into second and then rock it over into first. It's like always, you just got to go second first.
Mm-hmm. Might work.
You try that.
Probably will work.
Because I always remember when would get stuck in traffic going to work, I had to like kind of like tease first and then go into second and go back in and let me do it.
I don't even know if you ever used first. That fucking
Dude,
torque. That torque.
I
that
could
car
start.
had.
I could start in
Yeah.
4th gear and be fine.
What the hell?
It was a turbo diesel.
It made
Oh.
like almost 300
Yeah.
pound-feet of torque.
God
I was
damn.
riding with Scott and he's like, we get to the stop sign, he's like, watch this, puts it in 3rd and takes off, and I was like, what?
Yeah, it was cool.
It'd be horrible.
I would get like I commute to like Bowling Green and Glasgow in it with like -14 in the back, just every day on 595s, and
be
miss
stressed
those,
out,
those
bro.
tires, dude. I miss those tires so much.
The Federal?
The 595s, dude, they were. I saw somebody with a set the other day. He's like, I still have these.
I switched over to Canada's now.
I went to Westlake.
Oh, those are good too.
They are good, like for a little daily.
Mm-hmm. That or Ironmans.
Ironmans are
like
good.
Sony's too, if you don't want to spend like a lot.
I've heard about Sonic. I just
I
haven't.
used to drift, and they done me pretty good.
Ironmans are what I used to rock.
Yeah.
I like those.
Ironman's
a lot.
affordable.
Westlakes aren't bad. They're like 70, 80, depending on what size. I think all four corners for that
So
was like it was like under 300.
That's not bad. Plus mounting.
Mounting, I mounted and balanced those because I'm not tilted. I think it was like $60, $70.
That's not bad.
No. And I just went to like a shop
Mm-hmm.
and did it. So they don't balance well though. The blades.
Yeah, because the way the faces are, it's just 3 big
It's
spokes.
just 3 big metal spokes.
Which goes so hard, by the way.
Oh, appreciate it. I'm missing
Bro.
a center cap.
You didn't have to tell me that, but
No,
okay.
no, I got him. Like when I got him, it was missing a cap,
Oh.
and he's like, "I swear I had it. It just like vanished."
3 spokes go so hard.
They're
I'm not
cool.
gonna lie. They're so
cool.
nice.
And considering they were free,
Yeah, free.
Free? How'd you get that?
I traded the Gatlings.
For the
Well, they're not free. You traded a wheel.
But I was like in the Gatlings under $500.
Yeah.
Like I
You got them off of
what's
Chase.
it? Chase. I almost called him Chance.
Oh, no, yeah, Chance.
Is it Chance?
It's Chance.
Oh, okay. I was like, I thought it was Chance. It was like $300 and a MacBook that I gotten from work for free. Because where I used to work, people would like come in and recycle tech.
Oh shit.
And so I just was like, I'll format the MacBook. Do you want this MacBook? And so it was a MacBook that I got for free, and then a set of Model 3 Tesla stocks that I got for $100 and $300 cash.
Wow.
And I had tires on the Teslas.
Yeah,
and I took them off, so I kept my tires for the Gatlings because I went to Nelson, had them
I took the
dismounted,
tires off.
and I was like,
and traded and
then brought the Gatlings back, and I was like, hey, can you put these on? It was actually crazy.
Yeah, we did it all in like 2 days.
Yeah, it was like a 2-day thing. And then like a year later, he hit me up. I was like, "You want to sell those wheels?" And I was like, "No, no."
Shit, I
That's
wasn't.
funny.
My God.
They're super rare. The guy that has them right now, he has a set in 20s of the
Damn.
Gatlings. Yeah,
That's fucking baller.
dude, it's crazy. I
Damn.
kind of want the 20s, but we set it up like he won't sell them without hitting me up first to give me first rights.
Oh, okay. Alright.
It's sick. Like, it's a really good deal. You might have seen it, one of his cars. He's got that 460 on those Garçons. It literally just says Garçon around the edge of the wheel.
I feel like I do that in Russia.
It's a crazy, dude, those wheels are crazy in person. It's like, it almost looks like a hubcap, but it's literally just the face of the wheel.
What the fuck?
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
You just gonna have to pull it up.
I got
Yeah,
you.
pull it up, bro, because I'm lost.
They're like super rare wheels. Where's my favorites folder? This is shot him in the Riverside. I didn't shoot him. I shot the car.
Did you go to? Oh yeah, you went to Riverside. Huh?
Look at that.
Oh,
so that's a
shit.
that's a monoblock.
Yo!
Yeah, right.
That
So
goes so hard.
He like collects rare wheels. Like that's his whole thing. And so these are like, I think he said they're the only set in the States.
Bruh.
Yeah,
Wait.
you've never seen
That's
those.
so clean.
Oh yeah.
Those
I
are
know
like
it is, I know it
those
is.
go hard.
Bruh.
Like in person, it's completely different. Like it looks so much better. Like pictures never do it justice because it always looks like that.
It looks like white walls on those.
Yeah, and
White
it
wall
looks
tires.
good. It looks great,
Yeah.
but it's like you have to see it in person because the face is like it's got all that texture on it.
God.
They're like,
Damn.
when they catch the light, it's really cool.
Yeah, I really want those now.
Yeah, good luck. He won't. He's not gonna sell them. He did offer to let me run them though for a while. if I put tires on it, but he ended up doing it before I did. So.
Talk about stuff. Are you ever gonna bring that extra bumper? Are you?
Oh yeah, tell me if you want it or not.
I'm down.
You're picking up a Nismo bumper, so I'm assuming you
Well,
don't
I'm
want
picking up a Nismo bumper, yeah, but I mean, I gotta fix the fiberglass. It's gonna take time. I don't want them to be bumperless.
Yep,
That's
stock
like a
bumper.
thing.
I'm trading it for the Nismo bumper.
That's sad.
What do you
Someone
mean?
wanted that bumper?
Yes!
That's depressing.
Someone's going back to stock, yes. It looks so bad, but...
It is, it's really bad.
Someone wanted that bumper. Yeah, dude, I was parked over there. It's in the shade that didn't even look from like 50 feet.
It's so bad, bro.
It doesn't look
It's like
good.
if you let Jack play on something and then just put it on the ground.
Jack gets a hammer, he starts beating the snot out
That's
of
what it
it.
looks like. You should see all the emblems on there.
Oh god. Like I get like the paint on my passenger side.
What am I
is,
catching
like,
strays for?
I know, the
All I
paint-
said
you
was
brought
get
it
that
up.
bumper.
The paint on my car looks pretty bad, and I've got bumper issues, but they're not that bad.
I have bumper issues with mine.
I broke my bumper on Sunday.
Real.
My rear bumper though. It's not like
So
Yeah,
bad.
definitely real.
I'm trying, okay, I'm
I broke my
trying.
bumper getting on the trailer for Get. That was my fault.
Oh.
I told him before
She
he
told
got
me,
on the
she was
trailer,
like, "Get
I
it
was
off,
like,
take
"Are
it
you not gonna
off."
Take it off. He's like,
Okay,
no, it's
to
fine.
be fair, I had built ramps. I like when I got my trailer, I was like, oh, with the extra wood I had left over, I built like so it's like.
Did you hit the trailer too with like the truck going
No,
up?
I have a
the ramp?
dovetail.
Oh,
So, it's like that the normal ramps, and then I have like little ramps made out of wood, so they would just go up,
Did
which
you-
it did.
yeah,
But I forgot to on the ramps to make like a lock, so it actually grabs on the ramp.
yeah.
And it shot it out,
Oh.
and then landed on the bumper. And then we took the bumper off, and the car went right on.
That's crazy.
No, I was
See,
like-
I had to take my bumper off. The first time I went on a trailer with the wagon, I took the skirts off because like I really don't want to break these fiberglass skirts like before gap.
Mm-hmm.
Like after gap, I like loaded up with them on. They were fine.
Yeah.
But I took the thing off. We had like 40 feet of just wood.
It's
And
not
like
a bumper.
I started above it
damn.
like the way because it was a flat. It didn't have a dovetail, so it was
Yeah.
just flat. It's like I got the truck backed up onto some ramps to pivot the trailer to get it kind of down, and then I made everything level. So I would literally just drive down flat, and it would just kind of like go across like that, right?
Yeah.
Pulled a Stancy pants with it, bro.
Oh,
Like just went
full send?
well, no, like I hit the wheel well, and I was like, already here. Dump the clutch and goes, and so get to Gat, unload. The spot is not like how I was where I was driving down.
Yeah.
It's like just a parking lot.
Alright.
So my buddy Eddie showed up in his E30 and was like, "You need extra wood to do this. I'll be back." Walks home. Left his E30. Shows back up in his like blob eye STI
Oh my god.
with like enough wood for like a good 45 feet of ramp.
God damn.
While his E30 still here. So he's now driven 2 cars to this spot. And his dog was chilling with us too. Like it's just he's
funny.
just chilling.
Everyone's just there.
Yeah. Well, it was
Go set up camp.
oh, and off to the side, the dude with the crazy wheels, they're over there like assessing my buddy Gavin's Kia because he cracked his gas tank, and so there's like 2 Genesis sedans, and like a Kia like on its side draining gas, because like he just drove it from Georgia, dragging a hole in his tank the entire way up.
No.
Yeah,
What Gat was this?
23. It's like the last like
Yeah. Last good one.
the last good one.
You didn't think last one was good?
I didn't go to the last one.
It was alright.
I didn't go
It's
to the last
okay.
one, but everybody I've
I
talked
think
to
the
said
only
it
good
was
thing
like
about this
mid.
past Gallenberg was our camp.
It was way too crowded.
Like
No,
Gat.
It wasn't that. It was just they're kind of on everybody's ass this past year.
It's
It
only
was like
it's-
Riverside this year.
Yeah, well,
Everybody
Riverside's
was on-
been bad. You know they made
Yeah,
Cody.
ever
They
since that
gave
one
Cody
time.
a ticket once, like for Riverside 2 years ago, I think, and he had to go back to Chattanooga
Just
to
to get-
take off work to go to court to pay it.
Wow.
They like wouldn't let him pay it online.
That's weird.
God.
That's insane.
That happened to me
I know
in
Cody
Gat
was pissed.
21.
He was telling me he's super pissed.
I got pulled over in Gat and I paid it online. Apparently, you have to let the city of Sevierville know the city of Davidson that like, hey, you paid off this.
Yes,
this
because
thing.
they don't communicate.
They
They
courts
do not
don't communicate
They
at
do not
all.
communicate.
So I get a letter in the mail that was like, hey, your license is suspended. And I was like, what? Why? So they're like, yeah, you have a ticket in Sevierville. I call Sevierville. They're like, no, you don't have a ticket. I call Davidson. It's like, yeah, you do. And I'm like, bruh, I literally have a receipt.
Merge phone calls.
Yeah, bro, merge phone
Merge
calls.
phone
Like, talk
calls.
to each other, bro.
Please communicate.
Oh my god, but it took like 2 months for them to reinstate my
That's
license.
insane. They just
It's
willingly
funny.
like you paid it, and they're just like okay with like taking away your
Yeah,
license.
that's
and
right. Hey, I
disrupting
did. I
life.
did reset my points though. So
Okay, that's nice. I had a crazy amount of points once. I'm not gonna lie. I almost lost my license.
for speeding, or
Yeah, in Mount Juliet.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, my first car was Acura Legend, and it had a healthy amount of power for a first car. And
it doesn't look the best, but you know,
Acura Legend doesn't.
What do you
look best.
mean?
What are you talking about? It was a 4-door sedan.
I'm not a fan. Of
It
it
was-
It's like a
No.
JZX of Honda.
Bro, do you know what they look like?
yes.
No, he doesn't.
I don't
No,
think
he
you
doesn't.
do.
No, he
I'm just
doesn't.
not a fan of like.
I don't
the
think he
sedan
does.
body
That's
style.
not thinking-
I think he's thinking of the Accord. That's
Probably.
like the CB7 or whatever. Look up 94 Legend GS
It's literally just
sedan.
a Honda JZX.
Yeah.
For
V6 longitudinal
Yep.
front wheel drive. Had the phone, heated seats.
Yes.
No,
okay,
bro.
okay. The front. Okay, this one looks nice. I'm not gonna lie. That one's nice.
Yeah. So
see, that's
so,
the coupe.
Hold on. Let me see this. So. See, we just. GS sedan. Mm-mm. So
Am I tripping?
that
Okay.
but black, and it had the factory aero package too. So I had the rear wing. That one's missing the rear valance, but I had the rear valance, and it had different side skirts.
I guess it can look good if it's like built right. I've just never been a fan of like the
Ludacris
boxy.
still has his.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Ludacris
that's.
has a '94 Legend.
Is that what he has? Really?
Mm-hmm. Acura like redid everything for him.
See, this one looks. This is a better picture. I like.
Yeah, so those are the GS wheels, but it's missing the aero package. Mine was like fully spec'd
It's like
out.
a VIP car.
Yeah, it was
It
actually.
literally is, yeah.
It's
Yeah, I'm
a
not a
Honda
not the
VIP.
biggest VIP person.
Dude, those are so cool.
That's great.
If I had the opportunity to get that same spec, I'd buy it.
Really?
Yeah, miss that car every day. It was so much fun. Anyways, I got doing anyways 95 on Lebanon Road in Mount Juliet.
God.
Yeah, and
Not Lebanon Road.
I was actually headed home too. That's the crazy part. Like I had to take, I was like literally like not even 5 minutes from like the county line,
Oh.
and they got me at the top of the hill.
The top. Jesus.
Where the U-Haul is, if you're
Yeah.
familiar with that. Yeah, they got me at the U-Haul up there. And yeah, I got. And I went to court, and they were like, here's what we're going to do. Reckless endangerment. Because I had other people in the car. I was violating curfew because it was after 11, because I was a minor at the time. And then, like, all these things. Like, it was literally all, they're going to suspend my license for 2 years. Like, it was like,
No.
throw, like, literally, like, do everything except put me in prison because it was, like, felony speeds. I turned 18 before the court date. I got 10 points. And it was like a $400 ticket.
Wow.
Yeah, but I lost, like, all my friends I went to school with, like, I watched them lose their licenses that night, and then I go up and keep mine. I was like, I'll take it.
10 points is crazy on
Yeah.
one.
No, it was
event.
literally one. It was like one thing, and it got me 10 points.
How many points do you have on your license?
None.
I don't think I have any right now.
My highest was 9 until I got reset.
I don't get caught.
Wow.
I shut off my lights and take off.
Also, don't do it, like, within 10 miles of my
Also, don't
house.
do it at a takeover, Victor.
Is he still going to corporate?
You probably.
I haven't been to corporate in like a year and a half.
That's still,
That's a lie.
that's
We were
a year
down
and a
the
half
street
too soon.
Hmm?
That's
It
a year
is
and a half too soon. Corporate should have ended as soon as 2020 ended.
You shake your head like you've been to. Have you? Really? Oh shit.
The
Well, if you're from-
SR guys.
In the GTO and all that.
Oh dude?
Laura,
The
back,
Ren GTR.
back when he used to claim 1,000 horsepower,
The Ren
he made
GTR?
800.
I was gonna say that wasn't like
It's my boy's
820.
fat.
He made like 8 something.
Was it
like,
the
Was
R35?
it 800 the crank or was it 800 to
It's
the
my
wheels?
boy's fat.
Because like all-wheel
Thanks to
drive.
the wheels.
So all-wheel drive like lost probably in the 9s with the crank.
Could be. Either I remember is he made that much power.
Cool.
Went to Laura.
How
And-
much?
He claimed to make like 1,000.
It was like a white
It was
Evo.
more.
It was a white Evo.
Yeah, but
Let
then
me
he,
shut the fuck up.
then he went to Texas UK and got shut down. Like,
Roast wanna
so
hop in the
quick.
park?
No.
He posted it not long ago. His old dyno sheets. I don't want
That wasn't haters.
That's crazy.
What?
Fake dyno sheets is
Fake dyno
insane.
sheets is
Fake
No,
dyno
it-
sheets?
It's because he was making more.
I don't know, gatekeeping.
Everybody does
horsepower
that.
is
Yeah,
insane, too,
gatekeeping.
bro.
Ain't nobody gonna give you the right numbers. Nobody.
Why lie about horsepower though? It's like the dumbest
That's
thing.
wild. I mean, unless he's doing it for money.
Sandbagging though, but like that's still. Just run a different map. Like just run a
Honestly,
different run a different map, and then just don't tell them what map you're on when you're doing that.
Yeah.
You're not lying. Using somebody else's dyno sheets is insane.
I don't know. Man.
It's like down badging.
I just remember he went to Texas 2K with all the street runner guys, and then like he lost like 80% of his races, and I was like, oh, okay. Cool.
I didn't hear about that.
Yeah.
He posted on it. He posted on his stories. He would be positive about it though.
He's been going.
Yeah. But he stopped ever since he started. He was like a corporate.
That's when he actually got a different car. He said, fuck this. Yeah.
Man,
That's
it's the
right
whole
now.
season,
I
bro.
don't even
What?
think he has a job right now too.
Bro's just airing it out.
That's crazy.
I
I
just
just
keep
keep
lying.
all of somebody else. Dude's dirty laundry. He can't even defend himself.
I
Then 3, it's nice.
Oh yeah, his daily. That one's pretty decent.
Was like a G80
No, it's the
It's the F.
whatever Tommy has.
or F80.
F80.
No, I think the F80 CM4.
I'd be
I'm
more
for
surprised about those cars if I didn't fucking see him every day now.
F30. No.
F30, I think it's the base. I think it might be F30 though. I don't know. Anything after E.
I'm not that familiar with Beamers, to be
Anything
honest.
after E, like
And then it'd
on
be
4
those-
Series, though.
The 4 Series are nice.
I would kill for a 4 Series.
Like the F80, like the
F80,
2017.
G22, or G80.
G82 M2 looks really good. I like. I'm like in the camp of like everybody's like that thing's ugly. I'm like no, like this is like how the old M2 like this is like a really good like continuation. Like it keeps some of the same lines, but it makes it
Yeah.
more in line with the current lineup.
The headlights grew on me.
The
I'm not gonna
headlight,
lie.
dude, I was like in love. Everybody's like the rear end sucks. The first picture I saw was like the rear end looks really good on that car. Like it fits the body lines really well.
You're gonna make me go sell the Z and buy a Beamer.
Please
What
do.
you need to do is buy
Please do.
buy a 128, buy a 1 series.
Oh,
Those are-
1
yeah.
Series?
Buy a 1 series.
I don't think I've seen a 1 Series in a
Buy a
In a minute.
128i.
128,
Buy one of those and then swap
huh? Oh
it.
my god. I think I
Do a
will.
swap on it.
Bro, this is a go-kart.
Yeah.
With the Beamer
so
badge on
so
it.
people LS swap those.
I fucking bet. It's like the Miata of BMW.
Yeah, it is. They're so cool.
No, then the other Beamer is the Z4. Or Z3.
Oh,
Z3.
yeah, or the Z4.
But they don't do the new Z cars are too heavy. They're way too
Sort
heavy.
of the new
what
Miatas.
are,
They're
what
heavy
are
as
they
shit.
called? M4?
The new Miatas have like a hard top that has an automatic shit that brings it down and whatnot. And I'm just, you're just doing too much at this point.
Oh shit, never mind, bro. The new one? The new Zs?
Yeah, but they're
Yeah.
heavy. They're way heavier, and they're big. Like
Yeah,
look
they're
at like
not-
a
they're
look at
not
like the
little
early
cars
2000s.
anymore.
Look at like the early 2000s Z3.
They're little.
They're ugly, but like they're nimble.
Yeah.
They're really nimble because it's like
And they mean like
They're
300
ugly, but it has a
horsepower.
personality.
yeah. I hate the
I
front
mean-
end. I hate the front end of that thing
I know.
so much.
It's giving off PT Cruiser vibes, I'm not gonna lie.
Z3M, that'll be PT Cruiser vibes.
Z3M.
It's called a clown shoe. Yeah,
This looks horrendous.
I know a guy.
Who approved this?
I know a guy who has one, but he put a 2J in it, and it's got like a big turbo.
It really is a clown shoe.
Yeah.
Holy hell.
That's what it's called.
Bruh, whoever approved this is Wow.
Pause. What's his name? Got a food truck at his shop. Can we go after?
Who got a food truck at the shop?
Joshua?
Only positive vibes?
Yeah.
Josh?
Yeah.
Y'all trying to get tacos?
I don't know, but I saw.
I got a family to get home
that
to.
fucking.
Big Mac.
Big Mac, you beat me by a second.
I'll go pick up my child.
Yeah, I got wife and kids to get home to after this.
Or else let our cars and coffee.
So sorry.
I'm not.
Hell
we
no,
are.
bro. I'm not getting up early on a Saturday.
I am for the one time.
Are you? I'm assuming
Cody
you are.
said he might bring
I don't think
yellows.
so.
Okay, I'll go see Cody.
Like, okay, if he commits and actually brings it, then I'm like,
He's going.
I might get up and go
It's
to
not
Carbon
like
Coffee.
it's not like you're going to work. If you know, you know. That's crazy. That story was funny as hell.
It's like if he goes, I might get up and go, but
I'll
like
text him.
I'm gonna hate it the entire
You
time.
want me to text him?
I can text him.
What if he doesn't tell you? What if he says, I don't know to you? What if he says yes to me?
Bro, that'd be insane. So
He gonna pull a Dylan.
Jillian likes going to Riverside. Like that's the only like she'll do Gatlinburg and like Slam Left Nashville and whatnot. But like Riverside's like the only show that she actually looks forward to going to.
I mean, I
And
bet.
she had never met Cody until this year, and he shows up and he like hugs me and my buddy Keenan, and he goes, "I'll be right back." And this dude like Chris Angel, mind freak, just like out of thin air, gone for over an hour. And then all of a sudden he like comes up right behind me and goes, "Hey man, sorry it took so long." I was like, "Where did you go?" I had somewhere to be too. I had to go to the aquarium. It's timed entry.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
Yeah, it is.
If you're not a member, it's like
So is
the
one
zoo.
in Georgia.
The zoo's
Ew.
time. The zoo is timed entry unless you're a member, which I got a membership at the zoo. But if you have a zoo membership, you get a discount for the Chattanooga Aquarium,
The zoo here?
the National Zoo.
Oh,
Any
shit.
like it's a I forget what the name of the thing is, but you can go online and there's like reciprocal zoos and aquariums that like will recognize the membership. You'll still have to do their timed entry, but you get a discount.
That's pretty cool.
Wow.
Yeah, it's really
That's like the Ripley
Car
shit we did
podcast,
at
I'm learning about
Gatlinburg.
life.
dude. Well, when you have
I'm
kids,
so
it's
mad
like
we didn't go last year.
Everyone on this
great.
couch got kids, bro. That's crazy.
get a zoo membership.
We got kids in cooler cars than you.
I don't even have
My Jack will be going to like
Roasting your ass.
we'll be going to like Chick-fil-A or
Why am I
whatnot.
catching strays,
Let me see
man?
a
Come
little
on.
You know, we'll be going to Chick-fil-A one night and he'll run out like of the house and he'll go, "Can we take Daddy's BMW?" And I'm like, "Yeah, we can take Daddy's BMW.
That is the
Let's
moment I
go."
am waiting for.
So I'm like, "This is it. Like this is all I wanted."
Dude, I was telling Amber, NRG, you can email NRG and they will custom make you
A car seat.
a baby seat. And I'm gonna do that for whenever I'm just old enough to take into different events.
That'd be cool.
I only saw it done because Jonathan Cash did it for his son.
Mm.
That's
cool.
Pro drifter.
I didn't know you could do that. That's
And
really
it-
How old
it-
does the kid have to be? Like,
I think his kid's like 4 or 5.
oh,
When the seat has to be like in
It's
ways like
small.
it'll
Yeah.
pass tech.
oh,
yeah.
okay.
Like it's not like I'm going to corporate to slide my
Oh my god,
rebuilt
bro.
Title 350Z.
Oh my god. The title's over there somewhere. It says rebuild.
The title
Is it actually rebuilt?
Yeah, it's
That was
actually
a guess.
rebuilt
That was a
title.
guess.
That's why it was so cheap.
No,
Once
bro.
you go look at it,
It's like
you'll see
every
why.
350 in Nashville's
Wait,
like
how
a
do you
rebuilt
know
title
when
or
you
like
set the
theft
car
on
seat
it or
and
something.
See if it's a bucket seat already.
You would take out the old seat and put that one in. They make like custom brackets and everything, so that they're both in.
Like the car seat?
Yes, but they do it face forward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like the car seat itself.
So
Yes.
basically,
Its own seat.
yeah. So it's like
Oh,
it's got like a
It's
custom
just
setup.
resized to a baby.
And
Oh,
think
okay.
like an actual like an energy like Prisma seat
Yeah.
or whatever, just for a kid.
Okay.
Yeah.
But the brackets are full size.
Oh. That makes sense.
That'd be really cool.
I'm gonna do it. I thought about getting Prismas.
And just get like a one of those like what the Insta cameras that people do the
Yeah, I
POV
thought about
videos
that, I
with,
thought about
and
that.
just like look down over there, mid slide.
She's just there holding on for dear life.
Yeah, it's like,
It's funny.
that'd be crazy.
I wonder what color I would get though. I don't know.
White,
No, I get them dirty too quick.
really?
Yeah.
It matched the
Black.
walls
Kind of it was chrome. Or polish. I've been thinking about it. I've been really
Wrap
thinking about it.
Do that chrome wrap.
Yeah, wrap.
No, it's like the mirror wrap. That's what they
think
wrap
about it.
like the Lamborghinis and stuff with in Miami.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
well, can I just have it
Yeah,
chrome?
it's ugly. It's like a thin.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. Either that or
It's a lot of whisper.
Goodbye.
or do them like gunmetal.
Yeah, it'd be sick. That'd be really sick.
That's crazy.
I'm on a podcast. I'll talk to you later. They told me to be really quiet. All right, I'm done.
I'm surprised the cameras are over here. Is it not recording yet or not?
I'm still recording.
It's great.
We're not recording?
No, it is recording.
Oh.
It's just every once in a while it will just be.
Yeah,
like,
it's not.
Quit.
yeah, after exactly like 30 minutes ish.
Probably because it's getting hot. And like it's like, hey, like this is like safety markers.
Bro, that camera has been through hell and back, bro.
Yeah, he
it's been in
dropped
the
it.
snow.
He chopped it last week.
Yeah, I did
That's
drop it.
crazy.
Then he just goes, "It's okay."
It's okay. It's an A7.
What do you know about cameras?
He take pictures.
Like
Oh,
used to
yeah.
shoot.
Yeah.
I used to shoot like for like fun.
Really?
Yeah.
What happened?
I quit. I quit. Like I got tired of shooting my car.
Because
like
everybody else is too far away.
yeah, literally. So like the only people, especially now,
Yep.
like because Skinny Zach has a kid. He's on the way. He's got a kid now. Dylan's got a kid.
Yeah.
Big Zach helps them, and he's doing like police academy stuff. Like they're all doing their own thing.
Yeah.
The only car that I actually wanted to shoot and never got to do it was Jonathan's GS430 or GS400.
Oh yeah. Or if
He lived.
What,
I don't
was
know
he
if
the
you
one
knew
with
this.
the deep dish and the custom tail lights?
Yes, the janky tail lights and the yeah.
You know what?
So my house, which you've seen,
Yeah.
where the bank is now, over there.
Oh yeah.
So go right, and then the church, the house across the street from the church is where he was.
what?
We were like
Damn, I didn't
super.
know you were that
Yeah, we
close.
were that close.
You better bring that car out though. It'd be rare for him to take the thing out.
Well, he just take it around the church parking lot and back
Oh,
to
yeah.
keep the tires from like flat spotting.
Huh.
Because it would just sit
Yep.
on like hella stretch. I'm like, and they were like, it was almost Sudani.
It was. It was a crazy.
It wasn't like a crazy Sudani.
Well, it depends on the setup. At one point-
Tanner's old GS, the white one, that was crazy.
That was
It was like
No, when it was
two-
purple.
no. When it was before he wrapped it purple, he drove from the borough up to Slandenough on 840. It was like 13 wides in the back,
Yeah.
and he was running two 25 35s, and it was like this much barrel
Yeah.
was out. And he said, yeah, like one time I pinched a rock leaving my driveway and I debeated. He said, but he had like, I think he was running like 90 psi on him. Like literal
Crazy.
bombs.
I thought me running 60 was crazy.
That's it. I was running 70 on the Gatlings. Literally,
I
if
never
I-
got past like 50.
literally-
Never DB.
Literally, if I went down even like 5 or 10 psi, I would start scraping.
Really?
It was
Wow.
like that fine tuned. Like the coilover, like because the SLR plates were so thick,
Yeah.
I had to adjust the height of the coil. And so I had everything set up to, if I'm at like the proper PSI, I don't hit flat ground. Like it would just kind of like, not hover over flat ground, but like I got videos of me driving it and like you don't hear scraping, you don't hear rocks kicking up under it. Like it,
Oh, dude.
it just rode low.
Yeah.
And if my PSI dropped down, you'd start to hear the frame hit.
You were in frame. Jesus.
I, after GAT, I gutted the fuel cell out and I hit something pretty nasty in GAT and like caved in my rear tire well.
Ooh.
I hit a bridge. You know where the
the
dam
one-
is? The one over the dam.
Mm-hmm.
Eddie didn't tell me that heading back to like the spot to load up, there's like that big
The
thing. I hit it at like 45 miles an hour. I've got a video somewhere on my phone of it, dude. You can hear it like 5 car lengths back.
God.
Here, hold on. I'm not gonna try and like waste
Only
time, but
bad
like,
time I ever hit in Gat was the Knoxville overpasses.
see, I'm so glad I didn't drive that car.
And I was in the Miata.
to out there because like I would
Shout out
have
to that Miata.
had so many problems.
I went flying. I think my head had hit the soft top.
Fast forward. You'll hear it, and this is gonna be so bad for the audio, but like you can just see it, like it caved it.
That's so bad.
Yeah, it hurt. I came out of my seat. I hit my head on the roof. Yeah, that
Yeah,
sucked, dude. It sucked so bad. Never broken a oil pan in that car though.
You know what's crazy? That car had warranty on it still.
What?
It still
Yeah,
does.
Scott used to take it to the dealership and they would do oil changes on it and stuff.
No.
They had to put me on the alignment rack to do the
I
service.
bet. Jesus.
But so to do the oil changes, you don't have to get under the car. The filter's up top, and I drained it from the top.
Oh, okay.
You just get like a pump,
Yeah.
and it sucks it up from the dipstick too. That car, it literally, the only problems it like ever had, reliability wise, they weren't self-inflicted. One time I was like 5 minutes away from the office when I worked in Bowling Green, and the slave cylinder went out on the off ramp. And like I'm like, hey, my clutch just went straight to the floor. Like, what? And I had to pump it. And then I called the dealership when I got to work. I was like, hey, like I need my slave cylinders not there. Like, we're indicating that the car's never had a flush, so we're gonna do a flush. I'm like, no. My clutch is going to the floor and it's like not retaining pressure. And they were like, okay, well, we'll look at it. And so I took it, I drove it home. Like I would just put it in fifth and just not change gears as much as possible. Like, because I can start and like on a downhill I can start in fifth. Like and
That's
not
low-key impressive.
like it wasn't like I mean probably not good for the engine or the
Yeah,
fans,
no,
but
of
like
course
cooking
not.
the clutch, but like whatever. But I would take it, and then they were like, all right, we fixed it. We did the flush on it. I'm like, no, the slave cylinder needs to be changed. And then they're like, no, we got you. Like the tech drove it, it drives fine. Okay, got 5 minutes away from the dealership, straight to the floor. And so I turn it back around, like it's doing it again, and then they're like, oh, so they take it back. And then it happened like 5 times before I was like, please, listen to me, change the slave cylinder. And never did it again. It still is under warranty though.
Wow.
It was a 2-year, unlimited mileage, bumper to bumper warranty. The only warranty that's left is the corrosion warranty.
Damn.
Yeah. It was pretty sick. That warranty paid out like almost $20,000 in repair. I went through 2 turbos, 5 cats, 2 EGRs, and 6 diesel particulate filters. And they had ordered the 7th diesel particulate filter and then never called me for it.
You didn't need those EGRs or cats.
Yeah.
It doesn't need any of that.
I remember at one point you wanted to make the exhaust go out the hood.
The hood dump.
Yeah.
And then I
That
thought
would be
about
dope.
doing that like out the fender.
Yeah, but then you were like, I don't want it to be black. Like the whole
I don't want the like because it was a diesel, so it would just
Yeah.
uncut like just pure fuel smoke going down the side. It would just not look good. But it would do it over the windshield. It would just coat the top of the roof.
Mm-hmm. Especially since your car was white.
Yeah.
So that would
It
have
gets
just straight up stained
filthy
things
so
more.
quick.
Just a little light stripe all over the car.
Ugh. And diesel shit sucks.
Yeah.
Diesel sucks too. Like once it's on you.
Really? Damn.
Yeah. I learned that the hard way. I broke my gas tank. Like
Oh,
coming
yeah,
home one
I
night.
forgot about
Dylan was over and I was like, I was going to take the car to work like the next day. So I was like, I was always used to when I commuted, half a tank or less at like -14 at the back, like on my height that I was at then, wouldn't drag. Like the tank it would sag.
Yeah.
Mark 6 tanks sag really bad. So over half a tank it would start touching. So I knew like half is like my cutoff point. And even then that would give me like 500 miles of range. So
500 miles?
it was like a little
Damn.
13-gallon tank. You get like 45 miles per gallon.
God damn.
Like the
It
ultimate.
must be fucking nice.
Ultimate stance car. Like great fuel economy, stick shift, like modern sound system.
It just
And,
sounds
like,
cool.
good aftermarket because it's just a long Golf.
Yeah.
And what was it? So I was like, all right, we're going up to this gas station up here. Half a tank. No, what I should have done was like maybe a tenth of a tank. I get around the big corner, which on shoot, I get around that big corner, and all of a sudden I start hearing, and then I get to that first neighborhood, which doesn't connect to mine.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, the interior of the car just started reeking of fuel. And I was like, yo, like, this is not cool. Like, something's not right. So we pull off and, like, hop out, and the car's running. And, like, you can see the needle, like, moving. Because, like, I'm losing fuel.
Yeah.
And it's just a trail of diesel, like, just following us. And then where we parked, it was, like, a puddle. And it's, like, actively growing. Backed in the driveway. And you can just see, like, the trail in front. And then as soon as I parked, because it's on a downhill, like, it just started dumping fuel into the driveway. It was brutal. And then I ripped all the stock fuel system out. I put a cell in it.
Oh, okay.
Like, if you're gonna
Wait, did you put another stock fuel system when you sold it?
No, it had the cell. It still has a cell. But what I'm gonna do is cut the tire well out and weld a bracket and mount it like low in the back,
That'd be nice.
and then gut the rear of it like no rear seats.
Oh, how does they keep the seats?
Oh yeah, bro.
Not for what we're gonna do with it.
What are you?
More
You're gonna cut the frame and then fucking weld up.
high radius.
Yep.
Lord.
High radius. I'm getting rid of the diesel engine. Do a turbo
Put a
07K.
BQ in it.
No, put a V.
BQ?
I love trumpet noises.
Oh my god.
We got 2 of them out there, bro. And we got a lawnmower out
There's
there,
3. There's 3 outside.
Oh, 4, technically.
Oh, your mom's cute.
Yeah, my mom's Q, the Black
Yeah.
Infinity, our Z's.
So I could not own a BQ.
You're simple.
Nice.
I
Yeah.
built mine the right way.
Does yours have the gallery gaskets?
No. Well, I mean, it has, but it doesn't have the
It doesn't have
fail.
a problem.
Yeah.
You-
Mine has the valve
you-
cover issues,
your
but I already
DE.
did it.
I need your help on the valve covers. I don't want to do it
Are
though.
they a pain on those cars?
Not really.
No.
Well, they're not a pain to me because I can do it all the time. at work.
Yeah, but like
Just
so,
taking
like,
the upper and the lower intake manifold.
the plenum up top.
The
That's
plenum.
easy though.
Just taking that off.
That's the easy part.
Yeah, I mean, it's
It's-
just taking things apart.
I'm not
just
familiar with the
lazy.
platform. It's always looked like an interesting engine, like from the outside.
The DEs are super easy. I
Yeah.
love DEs. VHRs are a pain in the ass because everything's like compiled together.
Those are the new ones, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
basically
like the
anything
Qs.
up to like
a VR.
15, 16. Anything up to that here.
Dual intakes,
But they-
everything's
Honestly,
cranked.
I wouldn't pay the 4, 5, 6 grand for the 20 extra horsepower
It's not
for
worth
the
it.
That's a
dual
crazy
No.
for the
amount of
dual
extra money.
intakes just to have fucking electrical issues because the throttle bodies like they go at a sync all the fucking time.
Oh.
They have
Yeah.
like people were like, oh, you get more power, this and that. And I was like, yeah, you have like 60 more problems in the D. On the D, you just fix the valve covers and swap the throttle body every now and then. And you're done. The VHRs, they have gallery
DEs are
gasket
built like
issues.
tanks.
Yeah.
They're so.
They
I was
have-
gonna say, I
they
don't
have
think
the
I've ever
throttle
heard of like a
body
DE
issues.
failing that often.
They're boost ready.
Yeah.
They're pretty good NA. I mean, look at Nellie's car.
That'd be chill, bro.
Yeah.
If
I have
the
a-
exhaust setup is done right, they sound really good.
Yes.
But the
Yes.
problem is, and I feel like a lot of people who buy these VQ cars,
Get you bound.
they literally just go on Z1 and buy like the axle back or whatever and call it a day.
Mhm.
And then gut the resonator, gut the cat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like, you have no harmonics. Like, this is just whatever harshness is coming from your header out the back.
Yeah.
And it just doesn't
That's
sound,
exactly right.
it doesn't sound synchronized.
No.
Like, you know it's good when it's a smooth tone.
Victor's car doesn't sound too bad.
I just need to fix the
very
exhaust
loud.
leak.
Yeah.
It's just easy to make them sound bad.
Yeah, because you can order all the cheap stuff.
I'll let you
all
hear
the
it whenever.
I
we're
mean,
at
I can't say shit because I have eBay test pipes, but that's because at the time
eBay
my-
test pipes is crazy.
my cat's
Hey,
my
eBay
actual
parts are
cat
kinda good
piping
sometimes.
broke.
Do what?
Like my flange from my flange, whatever the fuck you call it, from my cat's broke. So it was either and GAT was like a month away, so it was either eBay test pipes or
eBay test pipes.
Yeah, or
eBay
trying to
test
find
pipe-
new
yeah.
ones, and I was like,
No, eBay test pipes.
I tried to look up Kinetics. I tried to look up every other fucking brand. Or
You
like
tried
all the
going to
Motor9.
AutoZone and finding like just the stock like
Fuck, I can't even do
pipe.
that. I looked up stock cats on Marketplace to see if anybody would give me some for cheap. No,
Stock
there was
cat.
nothing, bro.
That's crazy. Well, you could gut them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, mine were gutted to begin with, but just the actual thing was
The
broken.
flange.
Yeah. So it was just dumping out of there, and it was worse because
I
it
bet it
would,
smelled like crap.
yeah, it would dump right out of the passenger seat.
Would it
and
come up like through the transit tunnel?
Yep. No, just smell it. So I just got the eBay ones and put them under. I mean, the car don't sound too bad right now.
I Skinny Zach used to have that Volvo 240 on Steelies,
I remember that.
and it did not have fifth gear at all. I drove it to Murfreesboro, and it's like peak of summer, and that doesn't have air conditioning, and the trans tunnel. That Volvo's been passed around. That Volvo's been like all over the state. Like it's changed hand. Like it was Ryan's at one point, and then it was his.
I saw it up for sale not long ago.
Yeah, it's probably on like its 20th owner
Yeah.
God.
since 2020.
It's a hoe.
It is. Yeah, it's pretty bad. It
Little hoe.
but it was fun. It was super fun to drive. Like I loved it. But
It was a shit box.
it was. But it's like
It was
like
like-
a fun one.
It was like peak 2016 car.
Yeah, it was like
Diamond
peak, like
Steely
this is
Slam.
like the car scene of 2016. It's that car. It's louvers, little baby blast pipes.
Fucking
That
also-
like backfire is so much overrun on the
blast pipes.
exhaust. On the exhaust.
I have a special
But
place in
like,
my heart.
so the trans
Really
tunnel
fucking
was
well.
so thin. Like,
Yeah.
the interior of the car would be like 10 degrees hotter than it was outside after 10
Hell
minutes of
no.
driving because the heat from the trans is just dumping into you because you're doing 65, 70 in fourth, and it's a 5-speed. And I drove it to Murfreesboro like that for work, and then on the way back, the car shut off on me on I-40.
Like 40.
It sucked. It was pretty bad. I got it running again. I just don't remember what it was. I think it was like, it wasn't fuel. Because I know it had gas in it.
You bad at smart plug essentially.
I think it was I think something came off. Because it was vibrating so much.
Remember we had that Broadway beer?
Yes.
That big ass beer.
So it had like different like little panels in it.
Yeah, I remember that. Back when
It was like actually like
I see a lot of people have those for drifting, but it makes sense because you see
drifting. It makes
everything.
sense.
Yeah.
But that was like a big thing in like Hondas too.
Because Dylan had one.
Dylan had one, but I know several other people had them too.
I had bought one, but I never put it on, so I was like, I don't like this.
Yeah, I remember you got it for the EK.
Yeah, and I was like, I don't need this.
Oh, yeah.
No, I gave it to Dylan. That's what happened.
I missed the EK.
I know it looks good. I wonder where it's at.
So we cut the podcast short yesterday, but I forgot. We literally did a post to answer
Yesterday?
questions
Huh?
last week. Remember we did a post to answer questions and rate stuff?
Oh yeah, we did, huh?
Yeah, and then we had to cut the podcast short.
Yeah, I had to cut it short. Just
We low-key
wanted to
forgot.
make it fun. Yeah, we forgot.
That's
about
crazy.
things.
Yeah, my bad.
It's Victor's fault.
My fault?
Yes.
That was such a cool time though, 2020.
It was.
Like car scene and everything.
Damn, we put so much
We
shit
all
on
got
story.
slammed enough showcase.
We
outdoor.
did. Somebody
We
stole
fucking-
my center cap.
Huh?
And slammed it up in showcase, dude, on my AGs.
In the show?
Oh
In
yeah,
the show, bro. So I parked up next to Kev, who had the silver BRZ, whatever it was, with the 326
Yeah.
wing and the red tent. Remember?
Yeah.
So I'm parked up. He's outside. I'm kind of like adjacent here. Skinny Zach's girlfriend is asleep in the trunk of my car because why not? I guess.
You had just gotten fresh scent, so we couldn't even roll the
Yeah, I
windows
couldn't even
down.
roll my windows down. And I remember having all 4 center caps on these wheels when I got there. And I get out to leave. I'm trying to leave. It was like early, but you're outside. They don't
Yeah.
care as
Yeah.
much. You can just dip. And I already seen what they were allowing outside. I was like, this is what they're letting in. Like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
Because, like,
It's never the best.
it's never the best. And I remember I looked at my front driver wheel, and I was like, I'm missing a center cap. And I know I had this center cap.
Someone just went in there.
No, it was a bolt. It was like a little Allen head.
Yeah.
Somebody like thumbed it off or had an Allen on him and took the cap.
That sound enough was funny.
It was really funny.
Dylan overheated.
Dylan overheated and did a coolant, like a full coolant overhaul.
Yeah.
In
red
showcase.
doors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Outside or?
Outside.
Oh.
Yeah, that one was hot.
And then I got moved up front
Mhm.
to where all the other Hondas were. And then ended up somehow meeting Huyata before Huyata was a thing.
And then they kicked There was somebody who was inside.
Oh,
And
LVD.
Yeah, they kicked him out.
They kicked him
out.
When he
Why?
tried to sneak in, and they're like, "This is an outdoor showcase ticket," so they kicked his ass.
He like lied to somebody who was like doing like the you go this way, you go that way.
Yeah.
He said, no, I'm over there.
Yeah.
And they caught him because obviously the spot that he had was somebody else's because they realized that they were a car ahead of like filling up the inside.
Yeah.
And like, no, you gotta go. And they put him back out. And where they put him was those side doors for that side lot where it kind of like does this. He's like the main car in front of the steps. So like because like basically like kind of like getting kicked on at that point, just right out front where he wanted to be.
Yeah. Wow.
I think my only good stand up was I forgot what year it was. Anyways, I basically got put in the front entrance. Like the doors you literally walk through, I was like the third car.
Yeah, I remember that.
Oh, you and Junior.
Me and Junior.
Mm-hmm.
And I had some fucking shitty ass fucking Fiesta in front of me on stock wheels on
I
his
remember
bag. I was pissed off.
I was
pissed off because it was supposed to be Caleb, me, and then Junior, and then they cut in, and then they tell I think it was Caleb. They're like, "Oh, we're not even supposed to be here," and I was like, I was about to crash out. I ain't gonna lie.
That was justifiable because I remember that. I was like, I was pissed for
They got posted on like some group page and I called them out on it and it was so fucking funny. They started getting like a whole bunch of shit about it. Because it was literally just some. I don't even think it was a full wrap. I think they just did like stickers.
Half wrap.
Yeah.
It was a half wrap.
And then it was bagged on stock wheels and aftermarket lug nuts.
It was like, it looked like it was done like the night before it dropped.
But yeah, but it was literally like nice
Like
car, shit car, and then nice car, and then the rest of the cars are nice. Just those two shitty ass cars.
Nashville Slammer was never.
It wasn't even Nashville. They were like Kentucky plates. It's always Kentucky people. God, bro.
Kentucky audience is like,
I
what
know,
is
I
it?
know, like a couple of good people. The people that I know in Kentucky.
So we can't go to
Okay,
Import
but the good
calls.
Kentucky people stay in Kentucky. They don't come all the way over here.
Oh no,
unless
no.
it's like a really big show.
No,
Hunter hasn't came in years.
but Hunter's doing his own. He's like got his own stuff going on right now.
Did you see his car recently though? That shit looks so good.
That new color. I'm so happy
Yes.
for him. I remember going up to, because after I left the bank, I had no reason to be in Bowling Green. I remember going up to get Freddy's because it's either up there or in Smyrna. It's the same distance, but I was also going up to like see my cousin.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I'll stop by Hunter's house, and like he was like, yeah, I'm about to do this and this. I was like, this is gonna be like the coolest thing ever.
He had a hard ass comeback.
Yeah, he did.
I'll say that.
I'm so happy for him. Like he's been in the game for so long.
I think he's only been taking it to import right now.
I
think that's like the only
I
time
don't
he-
blame him.
I mean, it's on the street from him.
That thing stomped. He had to like shorten his oil pan.
Yeah. But like not just the oil pan, it's like the oil pan,
And the pickup tube. Everything is shortened.
Yeah.
Because he broke his oil pan in his driveway.
That's wild.
The car's dumped. Like, it's
At one point
dumped.
he was selling his wheels, but
Yeah.
I remember he tried to get me to buy them. But I was like,
He has that,
Okay,
was it Yuki's Garage?
yeah,
Part
something
wheel?
like that.
And he's got, I forget the name of the seat, but it's a bucket seat and it's like fluffy. It's really sick.
Prison?
No. It's like an OG Japanese
It's like an
shit.
OG Japanese, like, seat.
I forgot the name of it. I saw him the other day.
Yeah, he's got like
A lot
a
of people
bunch
try to
of rare
recreate those.
parts for that car. Like, I forget the name of his coils, but it's like that. It's a full Japanese front clip.
Mm-hmm.
So he went from
Wow.
the
Most
U.S.
flexing.
front clip with like the spotted head, like 2 circle lights, to the bar, the DC2 bar Japanese spec Integra lights.
But everything's like done right.
Yeah, it's super nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's super clean.
Just he never brings it out.
No, I don't blame him though. I never brought the wagon out.
Yeah, my brother brings it out.
Like I brought the wagon out to that one meet in Hermitage.
Yeah.
And then other than that, like it would just circle the neighborhood to keep it from like the battery from like staying dead,
Yeah.
even though the battery was always dead.
I low-key love that meat. Okay.
That was a really good meet.
I somehow convinced half the meat to take off the wrap for me. In the middle
I
of
remember
cold.
that.
Yeah.
I was like, what is he talking about?
That was a really good meet.
That was Golden's last meet, huh?
For cars, I think so.
Yeah.
They also used to do stuff over in Rivergate at the
They started doing that again at the Two Rivers.
no Rivergate at the
old
Tennessee
mall?
Speed something.
Oh,
under the bridge.
yeah, I remember that.
That place shut down, and they
That's
tore it
back
down.
when SR used to hold space.
Mhm.
Remember I went just to go fucking look around.
I get off work sometimes and get off I-65 and just see everybody there and stop
They
in.
closed it down.
They shut down that whole building.
It was like that.
Wait, what
down.
building?
Tennessee Speed Sport.
Yeah.
TSS, that's what it was.
It used to be like the only place you
Yeah,
could go get your
TSS has been
nitrous
gone for a
bottles
couple
refilled
years
and
now, I
whatnot.
think.
Damn.
Yeah. Which sucks because, like, I, like, need AN line sometimes.
Oh yeah.
And I would go to TSS to get, like, dash
Yeah,
10 or dash 6. And so now I've got to go, there's a shop off of, like, right outside Shelby Bottoms. And that's where I have to go now to get it.
Damn, we're over there.
Damn.
Yeah. Which, like, for me, it's a haul because I either got to go into downtown
Yeah.
or I got to go through East Nashville. And it's like, either one sucks.
Yeah.
And if you go through East Nashville to go through the park sucks to get through because the road's chopped and they've got those big traffic calming humps.
Mm-hmm.
And then obviously living in downtown is just,
Downtown in general, bro.
it's so bad.
Y'all don't fuck with downtown, bro?
No,
Not the roads.
no.
It's not that bad.
You know, fuck that.
Says you.
It's not that
Says
Well,
the
I was
person
on back,
who's
so
never
every
owned an
time I'm
actual
like,
low car.
Yeah, like,
backlight.
no, dude, like I was on 40Ks, 40K 4-inch Swifts, and I had washers for bump stops. Because like
hell no.
occasionally I would bottom them out, and
Yeah.
it'd be like all right, we're compressed, and then smack.
God.
Dude, it sucked. But it was fine because I rarely hit them, unless I went downtown.
They're just emergency.
Yeah. Why? Because like, the reason I did it was the oil pan on those cars is cast steel for the TDI. It's not aluminum or plastic like the new ones. It's like actually cast steel. And I had a buddy out in California who hit a pothole, and instead of cracking his oil pan, it took the entire bottom end off.
Oh shit.
What?
So his
Bro.
pan broke because he hit the pothole. Like the pan hits the pothole, it shears the head studs. So the upper half is still connected to like one of the mounts,
Yeah.
and then the other, like the timing covered part, is just like gone. And like it
Basically
worked
just
good.
clawed out.
Yeah, it clawed the whole thing out.
God.
And I was horrified when I saw that because I was like, because it's a cast steel pan, it's not going to give as easily as like an aluminum or plastic,
Yeah.
right? Like it's, so like all that force and energy is just getting transferred like into the block.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, even though my engine was raised, I'm like, I am not trying to like break that. But I never broke an oil pan. Never broke an oil pan.
You have that flex going for you.
I did break 6 axles though.
I do remember that fucking.
And
axle
they
pairs.
were like $350 a pop.
You had to get a fucking.
God.
And I all 6 were
damn.
broken in less than 2 months.
Yeah.
Bro.
It took them a while before you figured out you had to extend them and whatnot. Or
You have
shorten
to.
them?
You have
What was
to.
it?
No, the axles were the same. It's a stock length.
Something had to get
So
shortened. I forgot.
you have to, when tilting the front of a like Mark 5, Mark 6, and maybe Mark 7, you've got to. It's basically a game of give and take.
Yeah.
So you get some tilt from your top hat,
Yeah.
and then some tilt from your lower. But your lower, when you extend your front tilt, you're actually stretching the axle out. Like you can see the boot start to push.
Yeah.
So you have to extend your tire rods. I never ran axle spacers either. Like I hate people that run. Like if you're running axle spacers, you're doing it wrong, in my opinion. Because I never had to do it, and I was at -24.
Here comes
Which is
Tommy.
wild. -24 is insane. But
It didn't look like it because there was no lip. It's like
No, it looked like it.
not, bro.
no.
Don't say that it looked like it.
To me, it looked like nothing. Like it looked like baby tilt.
It's because you see it so often.
Yeah, it like completely skewed my like perception of like what is like a lot of tilt.
Yeah.
But basically, if you extend your lower, you extend your track, and so you're stretching your axle too much. So your upper tilt would be like your angled sleeve and your top hat. And so you have to get those numbers kind of balanced right. So I had a -10 sleeve, and then SLR speed camera plate for like BMWs. Like
Yeah.
chopped my strut towers and kind of pushed it in a little bit more, and then maxed them out. So I had those, and that I think gave me somewhere near the 20s, like on its own. And then I ran a Megan roll center adjuster and extended tie rods, and then the lower control arm extension plate itself. So basically where the ball joint bolts up to
Yeah.
the lower, it's like a camber plate for the lower. And so I had to get it. You have to like basically dial it all in. So I'd never had axle bind and stuff full lock.
Wow. Just learn me something.
It's all. I mean, it's just geometry.
You learn me something.
Learn me something.
Hume fog, by the way. 3 degrees, by the way.
Learn me
That
something.
degree over there is fake.
Yeah.
There's no fucking way.
You're lucky I don't print out my 2 other degrees, bro.
You have to print them out?
Print them
Well,
out.
you
That's
do
just
that
fake.
one.
That's just gotta be fake.
They didn't want to print out my minor ones.
I don't have degrees. I never went to school.
No, you have a...
No.
I never went to college.
I just went to high school.
I literally
Well,
just-
I mean, technically, I could get a 2-year degree that I did for Cumberland, but
Amber, do you have a degree?
I started
Never mind,
working.
yeah.
I just started working straight out of high school.
you know what I'm saying?
Wow.
College just didn't seem something for me.
That's why your cars look the way they do.
Oh.
Wow, that's crazy. Wait, me or him?
No, both of us. I said that's why our
Oh,
cars
yeah.
look the way they do.
Yeah, y'all's cars looks
That's
great.
right. Style. We were too busy instead of being focused on a piece of paper and a lot of money.
I
we
can't.
were
I
busy
can't
focusing
dress
on-
and I can't cook, but give me a car and some tools I have. That's my art.
It is true, and I do feel like there are some people who just can't get it right when they're building a car.
You're sitting next to him.
I didn't want to say anything.
Bro's catching straight.
So-
But this whole pod is just me catching
That's okay.
strays.
We found him a bumper in the hood, guys. Don't worry.
I'm sorry. I'm just like a.
And a center
I'm
console
like
dash. It doesn't
So we're
look
trying to
ghetto.
figure out what to do with
It's like a
this
super
Bondo
hater.
quarter.
I got 2 super haters over here. Jesus Christ.
I trained him.
Yep.
I trained him.
Bro,
You
me
didn't
and
tell me
Scott,
this?
me and Scott used to go do some
We would.
funny ass shit, bro.
There was one time
We were D1 haters.
there was one time though he hit me up and he's like, "Hey, I found a set of wheels. Can we take the truck?"
Oh,
I was
yeah.
I was like, "Yeah."
Wait, pause. Before we get into the story, when you went to get, did you take that same truck? Is it still around?
The Dodge?
Yeah.
No, but the Dodge is at home. It's fine.
Oh, it's still around though? Okay.
Yeah, it's still
good to
around
hear.
after it got repaired from hitting a tree.
Oh, damn.
What?
I'm glad it's still around though.
Yeah,
I haven't
me too.
seen it.
Me too. It's so pretty. You got a new paint job.
Oh shit.
Full reach.
Did they redo it like the same way with the whole
Same.
sports stuff?
Hmm?
and shit?
I
No
plus,
way.
like,
I gotta
HD
go see it. I
ads.
have to
So
go see it.
I we got the stickers remade and I was the one that reapplied them because I wanted it done right.
Yeah, the way it was. It's because it's an older Dodge Sport.
So it's
truck.
a second gen
Yeah.
1500 Sport
manual.
manual. No, it's auto.
Was it?
Yeah, it's auto. But it's a 4x4.
What you bring that was manual?
Damn.
We had that red Jeep.
Oh, is that what it was?
Uncle's red Jeep was manual. The wagon was manual.
Another way it was manual. You picked me up in something one time that was manual.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
I would probably somebody's car I was borrowing. Because people would just be like, "You can take the car."
Yeah. We used to leave our cars at
People
Scott's
were
house.
people were
Bruh.
just more trusting during COVID.
Like at one point, I think I went over to Scott's and there was like 3 people's cars. It was like Dylan's. And then
Yeah, and they were like gone
Zach's,
for a
I think.
couple hours.
Yeah.
And they just left them, and they were like unlocked, and
Yeah.
they left the keys. When Dylan had the 430 when it was running, before it jumped timing under its new owner. I'm just kidding. I love Brandon. He's really cool.
That's crazy.
No, he's no shade. That was genuinely no shade. I think it's really funny. I had a black LS400, and that thing was a pile of crap.
What?
I kind of got scammed on it.
Oh.
So I had a white E36 sedan.
Okay.
You had 2 E30s.
I did. I had a silver coupe and a white sedan.
We couldn't take the fucking throttle while you played off of one of them.
We took the wrong plate off. That was the
Yeah,
problem.
we did.
We took
We took the wrong.
we
plate
took the
off.
actual
after
wrong plate
struggling for so long.
And then it we turned it on. It instantly redlined because we took the actual intake plate
Yeah.
off instead. It had 2. So one was for
Oh.
cruise control.
Yeah.
And then it would cruise control would open that plate at whatever desired throttle input it needed. It would self control, and then it would pull a solenoid to pull the throttle cable for the main throttle body. Well, a lot of people delete the cruise control one because sometimes it lags, and will actually affect air intake. Well, we took the main one off on accident, and we turned the car on, and it was
we were like, oh shit, turn it up.
practically open header.
Oh yeah.
And it was
Wow.
11. It was 11:30 at night.
It was late.
And it just dumped. It was like, whoa! It was so bad. That car was a pile though. That silver car was a pile because it had a hole in the block and we didn't know it.
A hole in the block?
It had a hole in the block. It was really sad because it had 110,000 miles on it. I only gave $200 for it though.
Oh,
So
shit,
like,
damn.
I'm biased towards like BMW pricing. Like if you pay more than $2,000 for like a running and driving E36, you got ripped off. Because like even though I had a hole in the block, it still drove me home.
That's impressive.
I paid $500 cash for that one, and then the white one, I also gave $500 for. And I took the white one everywhere. That one ripped. That white.
Yeah, you drove all the way to my house just to see the Miata.
Yeah, I was just like I pulled up one
Yeah.
night on the white E36.
And then you drove the Miata and he was like, damn, this shit ride's kind of cool.
It's the only Miata I ever fit in like comfortably.
Does your brother still have that hardware?
No.
Oh.
No, he traded it for the silver E36 convertible that I'm trying to get rid of right now.
Hey, Amber, how much time is on?
15.
Am I yapping too much?
No, we're doing great.
It had turned off at midnight.
No, like how much time is left? Like at the top left
Oh,
corner.
an hour.
Damn!
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
The SD card was brand new. It had 2 hours and 40 minutes.
We're just yapping. Just
No, it just
Can you
means I
go
have
back
to
to the
edit.
story?
Dude, but I missed that E36 so much.
I missed the truck.
Anyway, so I sold the E36 for like $1,000. Like I made money on it.
Yeah.
And so I went up to Bowling Green to go look at a black LS400. And it like I went up at night and I met up with Hunter. It was me and Dylan went up and we met up with Hunter to look at it. And
This is before Dylan had a kid? Oh.
yes. And everything checked out at night. And that was the problem, is we went up at night and then I met him again at night at Sad Sam's off 65 because I was working. I had to.
Oh, okay.
It was just, and it was also like kind of winter, so it was getting dark quick. Anyways, I like give him cash for the car because I already driven it. Like it checked out, but he like kind of did quick fixes on it. They were like temporary, and so like I get on the interstate to go home, and I'm like, all of a sudden it started pulling. Well, the rear, whatever, upper or whatever, is like super bent, so it's like got -10 on a stock on one side. And then the brake fluid reservoir, he had put a plastic bag over it. Well, the bag ripped, and so then I lost all brake pressure.
Bro, what the fuck?
And so like I'm pumping the brakes to like get brake pressure up. So I drove it like that for a while. Oh, and it was missing second gear.
Dang.
Dog.
I
It's a
got
death trap.
bro. I got I like did because you know you get ECT power.
Yeah.
It's like the LS like supercharger. You just put it ECT power and you're like a race car. But I was like, there's a little Miata in Hermitage, and I was like, let's see if I could beat a Miata. Well, first I had him, and because second gear didn't exist, the car didn't know what to do, so it put it in third. And so all momentum just like, ugh, and then he just goes, and all of a sudden you see the hazards start flashing.
Wow.
And I was like, I gotta get rid of this thing. This thing sucks. But
Hazards is disrespectful.
yeah, I got
Miata.
disrespected by a Miata in a LS400.
That's crazy.
It was alright though. It had the it was a '98 and it had the factory touchscreen.
Oh, that's cool.
Damn.
It was like I don't think it was a UL. I think it was just an L. But I don't think they were calling him that for that year.
Yeah.
But it had like the factory nav, DVD setup and everything.
This is so nice.
It was cool.
I don't think I've ever had a car that had all the features. Well, no, I think so.
I just
Till
Old.
now, in the Camry. That's
old big body sedans is like my thing.
it.
Hey, when are we stancing out your Camry?
When are you doing?
Those are easiest stamps.
The Camrys?
I don't know. The bags are sitting over there.
They're from what I understand, because Zach had one, and I like looked into it because he was thinking about doing some tilt. It's a very similar setup to the VWs.
Well, yeah,
It's like
whenever you want to
camber-
bag it, bro, you have
It's like
mine.
camber
I
plate.
gotta fix the truck first.
It's like camber plate a little bit off the lower,
Yeah.
and I think those ones you can slot the mount.
You do or you don't?
I don't.
I was low-key thinking about we could make content.
No, I'm still mad about it.
Never what?
Truck.
Oh, your truck.
Yeah. It's cool. It's got a fender in the door and a radio support that I picked up today. So we're on the way there.
That's good. That's good.
Wait, I still want to listen to the story about picking up wheels.
Oh,
Dude.
dude,
Oh yeah, we got really sidetracked. That was like 30 minutes ago.
So I, at the time, had what did I have?
You had the EK.
No. But what wheels did I have that the dude on? Oh, I had some Cosmos back when they first came out. Like when they were the shit. I had
What
some.
year is this?
Cosmos were hot. 2020.
2020.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I had those wheels, and I was at Marketplace, and they're track wheels.
Yeah.
Like it's like the same shit as RPF ones. And I was looking for some deeper, like, stancer, I guess,
Yeah.
looking wheels. And I found some Belgian works, and then I hit the
Those
dude up
Belgian
because
works
he
are
was
so
looking for some fucking track wheels. So we made a deal, and I decided to go all the way to fucking, what was it?
Crossville.
Crossville?
Crossville.
We went to
Yeah.
Crossville. Like, we crossed time zone. Like, we were that deep in the
Oh,
Crossville. Like,
God.
crab orchard area.
Yeah, I sent it to Scott, and I was like, you should
He's
get
like,
these.
hey, can we take the truck to go get these? And I was like, yeah, meet me in my place.
Oh, wait, hold on. We went because Scott thought they were 2-piece wheels. Because of the face.
No, they did have like a,
Yeah.
They had the little.
But they were like 1-piece monoblock
Bolt.
or whatever.
but no,
Things.
it wasn't fake hardware. It was
No.
almost like a, like the word CR2P, like they got like the hidden hardware that
Yeah.
look kind of stuff.
Oh, okay.
It looked
Got
like
it.
that.
Okay.
That's what they looked like. So it looked like hidden hardware multi-piece.
Hmm.
They look really good.
They did miss
Yeah, those were really good. They fit the car really well.
me.
Anyways, we went to Crossville in the truck, and dude pulls up in a Mark 6 Golf R.
When they first came out.
Oh shit!
Like when they're
big
hot.
money.
Like when they're hot. And he's like, y'all want to take a rip in this real quick? And so we're doing like so many pulls, and then it won't let him go into 6. It won't let him go, 6 is down here. I'm an idiot. It won't let him go into 6. And he goes, yeah, this short shifter unbolts itself sometimes because my dog bone mount is starting to go out and the engine's flexing too much against it. Because he's making so much power.
Oh yeah, it was like tuned.
It was
and
like
everything.
wheel
Yeah.
hopping, like it was really like it was actually wheel hopping.
Like he had
pretty
us in our
bad.
seats holding on.
Fuck.
Yeah,
that,
like and I've been in like a
bro.
couple like fast cars, but like for a Mark 6 to wheel hop,
And then all-wheel drive
On
was
all-wheel
crazy.
All-wheel drive, bro.
Yeah.
What?
it was putting down power, and I think he mentioned he like sheared a couple like the splines on his axles,
Yeah, and they
like shearing the spline in the
Like
hub.
the dealership
it-
hated him because he had to keep going back, and they would just warranty it out.
They would
'cause
warranty
had
the
no
axles.
choice.
I mean, bro, if you're like that, dog.
So
go
so
crazy.
we get the wheels, and we stop. There's like a Zaxby's next to the one where we're at. So we
Yeah,
we get dinner, and then I get a phone call.
But this time it was already like 9.
It was the 9 where we're at, and I get a phone call, and they're like, hey, Jenny's like, hey, where are y'all? I'm like, oh, we just picked up dinner. We're about to hit the road to come back to Nashville, and she said, okay, well, it's starting to get really bad here. How soon are you gonna be able to get here? And I was like, probably like an hour and a half, probably 2 hours.
It wasn't
depending on
like
if there's
crazy
traffic.
far.
It was like no.
It was like an
It
hour
wasn't
and something.
bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
We met halfway, to be fair.
Yeah, he was like from Knoxville or something
Yeah,
like that.
something like that. Or towards Gallenberg.
Oh, okay.
And so we got on the interstate, and I'm like, I wonder what they're talking about.
Oh, we had seen the sheriffs at the gas station before that.
Yeah,
Before we
well,
got on
there's
the
a
interstate.
couple troopers in
Yeah.
Crossville that were like fueling up,
Yeah.
and then we're getting through Cookeville, and one of the Tennessee Highway Patrol headquarters is in Cookeville.
Yeah.
You can see it from I-40. There's like 12 Ford Escapes, like with the corner lights on, and they're all out there doing like their rollout
God.
talk, and I'm like, I think something is happening.
Yeah.
And like I hadn't looked into it, and I get another call like, "Hey, how close are you?" I'm like, "I'm in Cookeville, I'm like an hour out."
Yeah.
Okay, please get here as soon as possible. They've just issued a curfew.
Yeah. Because it was
Not-
the right.
Yeah, they were when they were riding downtown.
Yeah.
We were still out, like we were coming back, so we didn't know anything.
Okay.
And so we get like almost to Baxter, and like I look in my rearview mirror, and they're just all the state troopers from like Crossville, Cookeville. It's like
hauling
20
ass.
of them in a line doing like 110 back like into Nashville. Because
They were
that's
all
when they
going to
issued
the-
the curfew.
yeah.
Like you have to be home, off the road by like what 10 or 11 or something like that.
It was like
Yeah.
10:30, I think.
Yeah, like
I
we were
don't
already
remember why.
already
Kind
out.
of
Yeah.
specific. You remember that?
And it was bad. I was like, oh, Nelson's just gonna have to crash at my place tonight.
So just stayed on his couch for the night.
But like it was crazy coming back to like, because when we left it was normal.
Yeah.
None of that started.
What was going on during this time?
It was
I remember what riots, but there was some riots going on.
Wasn't it COVID?
It wasn't just the COVID stuff though. I think somebody had died.
Ah.
It was pre-COVID. It was right before.
It was like right.
Yeah.
Was it when they were like rushing the Capitol?
Yeah, like burning when they were starting to try and burn. When they were starting to burn the Capitol. That we were in Crossville getting wheels.
That was right before COVID. Yeah.
Yeah. So I got married the week of that tornado in March. That Tuesday when the tornado rolled through. I got married that Saturday. Went on my honeymoon. Came back. We went got the wheels and then went to Riverside. Literally like immediately after that.
Yeah.
So it was like all in that span of like.
It's so weird.
It was all super condensed.
Like to me, like all that happening in 2020 doesn't seem right. I feel like it was like.
It feels like it was like a couple weeks ago sometimes, and then other times it feels like it was like 10 years
Right,
ago.
2020 was like a whole.
It was after I graduated. So I graduated in 2019.
I mean, me and Nelson have been together since 2021.
Damn.
That's crazy.
That shit was long.
Yeah, but 2020 was like, I mean, I was taking like pictures of people's cars.
I think we passed Lebanon and there was even more.
Yeah, there was more
exits.
like
I think they were blocking
they
off
were
the exits.
blocking like Mount Juliet like to get to Providence. MJPD had like shut down the off ramps and the on ramps.
God.
Like they were locking everything down. Like the roads were dead. Like I remember getting off in Hermitage because they hadn't like shut down.
Dude, it was to the point where me and Scott were like, bro, we're gonna get pulled over.
Like it was like yeah, because like, and Metro like is really relaxed.
Yeah.
Like other counties, but I was like, we're sticking out like a sore thumb right now because there's nobody on the roads, and we're in a bright white truck.
In the middle of the night.
Yeah.
In the middle of the
We
night.
got back to his house like, what, 11?
Yeah, like 11 something.
Alright, well, I leave. Barely.
Yeah.
Barely.
But it was like pretty bad because they're like, if Nelson was to go home, he'd have to go past the airport.
Yep, right.
Oh,
on the
dude,
other side over
done.
there. Dude, game over. Because the other THP's on the other side.
Yeah.
Because I would take that back road to get to Scott's rather than taking the actual interstate.
It's just easier.
Yeah.
It's more direct.
The only bad part was the 2 railroad tracks, but you went slow enough.
They fixed it.
Oh, they fixed it? I haven't been over there in a while.
Over in Hermitage? Like those 2 railroad things? Yeah.
Just the ones by the...
I still have it of...
I still do that in the BMW. I don't slow
It's
down.
such a habit on
I don't slow
railroads.
down though anymore. I'm hitting him at like 40, 45, and I just go.
In the Z, I just go straight. I just thug it
But
out.
I'm not. But the thing is,
Thug
like,
it
it's not low, so it's like I'm fine speeding over these train tracks now.
Same.
Like,
My car's just kit low.
I'm not even kit low. I'm just not low.
Yeah, which I'm still shocked about, by the way.
What do you mean?
That you're kit low and not actually low.
I've
He's
been
got like
telling
a
everybody.
fat
It wasn't until I
size
looked
for-
under his car, I was like...
He's like the
whoa,
definition of kit low.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's a drift car, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I know. It's still wild to me, though. It's like when I look under your car,
I mean,
I'm like,
the only part you can say is that it's kind of low is because it's on 35 side almost, but
Yeah.
that's about it.
I rock 35.
Myself-
35s are better.
The
And 40s.
VW was just low. I had to self clearance the front subframe on it.
Alright, I guess we can wrap this up, to be honest.
Do you have any questions?
Crazy.
It's already 10:30, and you were like, oh, how long is it going to take?
I have nothing to talk about. I'm such a boring person.
Bro, on the way here, he was like, I got my kids, how long is it going to take?
No,
I convinced him
go
to come
pick
just-
him up. I had to go pick up the kids. It wasn't like I was not gonna come. It was just more like timing.
It's just Oscar, the bullshit questions. It's like,
Of course.
what do you guys think of the current car scene, and what era of the local car scene do you miss?
Oh.
The 2020 era,
Me
low-key.
and Scott will give you the same fucking answer.
The current car seat sucks.
It does.
It's so bad.
I don't want to see this.
It's so
Infested
bad.
with Honda SIs.
No, not even.
Why are you hating?
It's
No
It's
Honda,
like-
no
it's like
Honda around here impresses
G35.
me unless it's
You're
built
gonna be
like
my
C
car.
base.
I
it's
can't
like
stop.
it's like 06 G35s
No.
stocked with like blast pipes, and it's just
I'm gonna
dumped
shut
on
up.
stocks with no fitment.
I'm gonna shut up on the blast pipes.
There's just no good stuff.
There's no like.
I guess Caleb's is okay.
Tommy's car is good.
His
The M30?
Yeah, that thing.
Tommy's
solid.
is fucking clean.
His S2K was really nice.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was like super clean. But see, like other than like a couple like the big people, like Wyatt, his S10, hot.
His new classic cars? I don't even.
It
That's how I know we hit over 2 hours.
Miles had the yellow Blazer, the
Have
two-door
you seen
Blazer
his
that
current
got
car?
hit.
His current car is
He's-
so nice, bro.
He's swapping. He's got the engine out of it right now. At least I thought.
Wait, what does he have
so
now?
badass.
It's like
I saw it at the meet the other day.
I
literally
can't remember
geeked
the
over
name
it.
of it.
It's like a really old school body.
It
like
drags.
Like to the point, it's one of those where the back fenders go over the wheels,
Oh.
like halfway, but it's bagged, so he airs out and it goes even
Mhm.
lower, and it just looks so good.
It's
It
like,
was the green one we saw at the meet, the old
okay,
school.
you
car.
know, like you got like all those old heads who have like
Yeah.
the old
The
like
one with like the truck.
like the
had,
old Studebakers and stuff like that.
The-
like
yeah,
just
the
sit
furry
super
stuff?
low,
Yeah.
stock tires, but just drag it. It's like that. Like it's like super period correct.
Here, I found it.
But like with modern.
Wait, I gotta
like,
see this.
like,
Let me see.
Lowering it modern. Yeah.
Bro.
It's so nice.
He wears
His Blazer though was like
He has a picture of his fucking trunk setup.
his Blazer was probably my favorite though.
It was. They just now insurance picked it up.
Yeah, I
Like,
saw
not
that.
long ago.
I saw that.
Damn.
Damn.
Shout out to that BMW.
He posted on his story. I guess it was.
Lethal in 4.
Oh, look at his trunk setup.
Wow.
It just looks so like.
That
That's how
was
you
so
would do it.
nice.
He
Back in
posted
the day.
literally like over the weekend. He like posted the engines like he's got like the engine out
I haven't looked at his story in a while.
What is he putting in there?
and he's just going through it. I
Oh.
think I don't know. I haven't talked to him in a while.
What are you gonna do in LS? It would be
It-
kind of
No, it's
He's
not a
just
classic
putting,
car like
studs
that?
on it or something. But like yeah, I can't think of like anybody that like actually sticks out like other than Miles, Tommy, and Wyatt, and Cody. But Cody's too far.
Yeah.
Cody's like super far
Somewhere
away.
around here at least.
Um,
I mean, there's all the people that we already know, like the Money Gang people, like Chase, Tony,
Chase, Tony.
Cole, all of them.
Tony's looking for a Fox body. He posted the Z.
He did post his Z. I texted him today actually. I was like, "Are you gonna sell the Z?" He was like, "I thought about it."
He said, "Want a clean Fox body?" I don't blame him.
I do like Fox Body.
Fox bodies do look good.
Alright, there's one more question. What's one thing you could tell your younger self about cars you didn't know before?
Oh, about cars or just
And
what
that's
to
from
do?
Autumn.
About cars or like just about cars?
What's one thing you could tell your younger self about cars you didn't know before?
Valve your coilovers properly. Because it's not even.
I never struggled with that.
Yeah, because you had Broadways.
Yeah, they
they're
were done-
they're always
done
they're
right.
valved
They're
to
just
50K from
Done
factory.
done right from the start.
It's not like fucking D that has Rev 9s and fucking 50Ks on them like a dumbass. And
Calling
then,
D out
and then
is
he's like, I don't know
crazy.
why it snaps. Fucking. I gave him a shock the other day and I told him, hey, these shocks are possibly blown. He's like, okay. Goes, puts them on, and then he texts me, bro, these are blown. No shit. I told you that. I was like, you're snapped in half. I'm just giving you this so you can use it.
As much as I hate people that do like the Heim joint suspension,
Yeah.
like where it's just that solid Heim joint bar and they lower it by twisting it. As much as I hate people that do that, he's like the perfect candidate to just
And somehow won't do
to
it.
remove any kind of suspension travel.
He's the only person who's been talking about drifting for 2 years and hasn't seen a track.
Oh my god.
Right, and he's in his drift stance right now.
Yeah, bullshit. I got a whole truck in
I saw a
trailer before
picture
you
of
get
his
a
drift
track.
stance today. It was just the front was lifted a little bit.
Yeah.
It's
Just lifting the car
yeah.
up.
That's just rake. That's just raking the right height. It's not drifting.
He goes to this one little spot and slides.
You know, the only
and
time
that's
I've
it.
seen him drift is in the snow.
Yeah, this is the only time I've seen him hit it. And somehow he still hit a curb.
That's crazy.
I remember there's that video of QP clowning him because of it.
He never sent me that video. I'm so upset.
I've got a video somewhere of Tony at Riverside hitting a light pole.
I remember that, and his fucking wing went flying, and
His
it
wing
became
just
a
went
meme.
woof. It was the COVID Riverside that got shut down.
Yep.
It was
Oh.
raining, and it was a District 3 hotel. And
But
he
everybody was doing it.
Everybody was doing it. Like everybody, because it was like the perfect setup, right? Because it's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
a one-way street that connects to another one-way street, so you've got nothing to worry about like coming against you. So you would just take it, rip, hit the corner,
Yep.
slide, and you power out under a bridge.
Yeah.
Sounded great, looked great, but Tony did it.
You gotta send it to me.
And he like, yeah, I'll have to find it.
Please.
But like Tony does it, but he spins out a little bit, and so now he's going backwards, and he's got probably a good like 50 to
I
70.
don't know why he didn't stop
50
though.
to 75 feet.
So he has time.
He's got time, and you just
Dude,
see
he had
that
enough time to just fucking full lock it, and it would have
he
turned
could
back
have
around.
like done like a really sick like just dump the clutch and recover
Just
it. It would
flick
look
it.
great. Or he could have hit the brakes and just like started over and like
yeah.
then fight. No, this dude does like a 10-mile-an-hour rollback, 75 feet into the light pole, bends the frame, the wing goes flying off, dented the crap out of the trunk. And there's like the next clip, so you see him do that. The next clip is them in the hotel parking lot with a hammer beating the trunk out. It was like the most avoidable like accident.
It's like a cartoon, like
Literally.
I almost smacked into him at the last event we drove, but it wasn't his fault. We were 5 people deep, 5 cars basically. I was last. Tony was right there. Someone I don't think it was the second car that spun, and we all just like flipped.
Oh,
Dude, Tony, I don't know, cause I just fucking hit the brakes and tried to hit the grass, and Tony spun, and he said that we basically just ended up like this, like so fucking close to
that's
smashing into each other.
crazy.
I would have totaled his car completely.
Well, it had frame damage from Riverside. It was already total technically.
Mm.
Like bent like the actual like crash bar in.
oh.
It was a steel light pole.
The light pole won.
The light pole
The
won.
light
The
pole.
wing
No,
went,
no,
the wing
dude.
went flying and it became a meme. Like, and
Like,
it would cut
it
to
got-
that, and then they would
And then
see the wing
you
flying.
like someone clipped the wing, like
Yes.
someone like
Just the
flipped it
actual
out
wing.
perfectly, and like you would go to like the Rainbow Road, you would
Oh
just spin
my
down
God.
Rainbow Road. Yeah.
And then someone made one into like it was a helicopter and started playing helicopter noises.
Yeah.
Because it was just spinning.
It was insane.
Shit was funny.
That was like probably the best Riverside. I think
It was.
that was like
I didn't
peak.
go.
I have yet to go to a Riverside.
You haven't gone?
I've never gone to a Riverside. No.
His car only made it to Gat, and that was
It's
it.
okay. My first Riverside was last year, and I really liked it. We didn't go this
Way
year.
to go this year. This year was sketchy.
I have gone to every
Oh,
gap.
for
though.
real?
Yeah.
Every gap.
I haven't gone to every guy. I went to 2019.
Yeah, you skipped 1 or 2.
I've skipped a couple.
Yeah.
I went to 2019, skipped 2020. I did a day trip for 21.
Yeah.
Because like
remember
I
that.
just do day trips for Riverside too. Like I'm 3 hours away. Like
Yeah.
not worried about it. 2022 we got a cabin, and in 2023 I got a B&B and took the wagon, and then missed 2024. And I'm probably gonna miss this year too. I have hardly any interest, and if I go, I'm taking the Volvo.
Well, every guest that's been on here, hopefully except one, maybe, I don't know if she's cool, but I want to invite every single guest back into the Airbnb. And just have like every guest that we've had.
I'm choosing the B&B, by the way. I'm picky about it.
Send
I
me
ain't
the
gonna lie to you.
invoice.
You gotta get like.
Just let me know how much I have to pay.
No, I'm picky about parking spots. Like, I'm coming with a whole truck and trailer. I always do.
Me too.
I've always had bad luck going again. I've gone
You,
going out.
I know somebody who.
Oh yeah, you told me someone was over there. Let you put trailers.
Can you get a dual trailer so you can hold my car?
Just get on
No,
a
you can
semi.
fucking drive in your bag.
That's what I. That's what.
I'm not bagging this car.
Oh, I guess I'll think about it. I'll consider it.
Where you like?
Hey,
Scared
there's a
of being
3-car
a
trailer
coworker?
on Marketplace right now
No,
for 4K.
Huh?
There's a 3-car trailer
Henry
for
will
4K.
tell you.
Yeah,
Henry-
he's probably
Henry
gonna take
can
his
tell
car to get.
Henry does. Well, he has
Henry-
2 trailers.
Yeah,
Technically.
he also drives that car.
Yeah.
But he's like the only person I know that's like bag that drives the piss out of a car like that.
I was hanging out with him
crazy.
today. We went to go pick up my Rangers to work.
Really?
Yeah.
You never came to pick me up. Or never even texted me, yo, let's go to the junkyard. After you told me all morning, hey, would it come?
Because Henry texted me.
No,
Bro
I have,
cheated
like,
on me.
Henry
That's
picked me up.
crazy.
I have like huge like respect for him driving that thing that low,
I know.
like on bags. Like
Yeah.
it's like. That
He got the bags for the actual reason. Like, just to air up when he needs to.
Yeah.
Other than that, he drives it aired out.
drives it, and it looks great.
He lets me drive it. I was very confused when I first drove it.
Why?
I don't know. It was just weird. It's just a weird
Oh,
feeling.
'cause right hand.
Yeah, but I mean, I had driven right-hand drive cars before, just not automatics. It just felt weird to like.
Just put it in drive and go.
Yeah, I don't know.
With your left hand, just.
Yeah, no, I was like, it
Feels
feels
wrong.
weird because I was like expecting to like.
Clutch.
Yeah, like I drove Ishmael's 240 a couple times, and then that one I was like, I got the hang of it. Then I drove his car and I was like, well, this just feels wrong.
He came over to Zach's house, and we were helping him like dial in his bags. I think I can't remember exactly what it was, but dude left like aired out, drove it home aired out. I'm like, that's cool, like huge props.
When he's got his gas tank inside, you know.
Yeah, I mean most people with a GS or an LS are putting their gas tank in the trunk. Because you just extend the lines. I don't think it's anything complicated.
Because they got the ones that are rubber lined all the way.
Yeah.
So they just get longer lines.
You just get a longer line and tap it and it's done.
Some of them have like the stupid connector style ones.
The only thing that I would worry about is having it turned to a Ford Pinto if you get rear-ended because you put your gas tank in the trunk.
Yeah.
But whatever.
He doesn't drive it that much.
Yeah.
But he'll take it out. I think he's going to Carbon Coffee tomorrow. Try to convince him to go.
He's
like, I'll go.
Are you going to Carbon Coffee?
Yes,
sure?
that's why I finished the going.
I'm assuming you're going with them.
Yeah.
I'm taking the baby.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll like that.
I just bought like a baby carrier, so
Just so
and
we can
she
take it.
loves like I just put her in there and she loves facing forward, so she sees everything.
Oh yeah, Jack loved Riverside.
Oh really?
She's
We saw Colby's bag 944, and he was
That
like,
is really nice.
yeah, I know.
Very, very correct.
I love it. Yeah. He was like freaking out. He's like, all the different kind of cars. He's like, oh, he's like so overwhelmed. It was like so cool to like see that, to like see him interested in it, because he's always like expressed interest in like my cars, but like, I mean,
he saw it in person. And
it's the only two cars that like don't look like the other ones.
Yeah.
And so to see him like actually witness like other modified cars and actually have like a level of excitement about it is really cool.
Honda kind of has something like that. You know, Eletor, he shoots like cinematic drift, like Final Bout at least.
Mm-hmm.
So he goes to Final Bout and does like the cinematic stuff.
Yeah.
Every now and then I'll put that on as I'm doing something, and if she's with us, she just slays there and watches the TV, and it's just a whole bunch of cars drifting.
So
She just
cool.
watches it.
She loves it.
Last
That's
time
so
I was
cool.
rapping, well, I had just done some parts for a buddy of mine for his drift car, so we were rapping it, and we had her in the little seat, and we just had that in the background as background noise. And in her head at first, I was like, oh, she's gonna cry, or like she's not gonna like it. Dude, she just sat there watching it the whole time.
Just staring at it the whole time.
And she was like smiling and laughing.
Yeah.
That's so cool. There's a guy on. He's got a YouTube channel, also like Instagram. He's got Joel with the Turbo E30. He's had a couple of these like hit like the explore page and stuff, but he's got like it's just big turbo, like M3 swap for the E30, and Jack just loves listening to it. Like just hearing it like full boost scream. It's super hit like rewind it, play it again, play it again.
Aw.
So cute.
That's adorable.
It's super sweet.
You gonna end it off?
Bye.
Is that it?
I guess so, yeah.
No, I mean, okay, well, thanks, Scott.
Are you gonna take me back and shoot me now?
Oh my god. Give you back shots, bro.
That's crazy, man.
That's what the couch is for, right?
Hell yeah, bro. This
I could have sworn it was just 10 o'clock. It's 10:41 now.
10:41,
Yeah.
bro.
Scott has a
I've been looking
50
like
minute
fighting the
drive.
yawn. I was like,
Oh, it doesn't bother me. I took Bell Road here. I'll take Bell Road back.
As long as you don't catch a fucking takeover on the way back.
I've got my pistol in the car.
Okay, we're good.
oh damn. All right, cool.
I never leave home without it.
As you should. I can't own any right now.
Why?
Uh-oh.
It's a conversation for after the pod.
Redacted information.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That is crazy.
Neither can Ellie technically, but you know.
I have. It's okay because I have it.
There's enough in the
Oh,
house.
yeah.
Different reasons, though.
Different reasons. Different
Yeah.
Oh my
reasons.
gosh, that day I had to run and freaking hide that shit. That day that happened last week.
Oh yeah.
I twisted my fucking ankle just running up the fucking 3 steps that we have.
We'll go over that story in a minute. But well, thanks Scott for coming.
Of course, I enjoyed being here.
As you
Sure.
should.
Thank you for the drink.
You're welcome. Alright, you can end it.
I'll be drinking Coke like water.
That's
It's okay, me too. Well,
Oh.
Arizona's.
Arizona's are good.
I fucking Arizona's
Arizona's
my
are so